we there yet?
Are we there yet? Not yet.
Are we there
Are we
yet?
there yet? Not yet. Are we there yet? Not. Sorry, that's the. I hear this kids' music every time I hear that. That's, they watch a cartoon that says that. Are we there yet? Not yet. Are we there yet? Not yet. Like, and every time I go in the car, what do you think they sing?
Poor thing.
Anyways, hi everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello interwebs. Let me just go and say hi and let everyone know that we're live. We're live.
Yay.
I think so. Hello interwebs. Let me just share this.
Oh boy.
It says we're live. WTF, man. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Yeah, we're there. Yeah. Hello, Lucy. Thanks.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to Thursday Night Live. Sorry for being a little late tonight. I blame Canada for everything, specifically John, for being just awful at time management. Blaine, Eliana, will you ever forgive me?
Nope. As a matter of fact, I'm out.
I knew he was going to do that. Oh, look!
That was quick.
Hello, Mike. Hello, Lisa. Hello, everyone watching in and then watching the replay on 3Speak. Honored to have you guys here and also on Vim. We're on Vim. I got to make sure we're on Vim. Yes.
We
Post
are.
that. Are we? Okay. I posted twice. Oops.
On the Vim.
On the Vim.
Oh boy.
So Thursday nights are usually reserved for our affiliate marketing, online business, entrepreneurial discussion. And we do fashionably late. We came up with a topic basically 20 seconds before we press live because that's how we do things, baby. And it's funny because we were just talking and Eliana kind of mentioned that she had purchased a new microphone for her live streams, for her videos, for everything that we do. And it was fantastic. It was wonderful. It's beautiful. Why is this important? Why is this so important? And I'm not just saying why, Eliana doing it is important, but the habit of investing in yourself. Because I don't know about you guys, but I hear a lot of, dare we say, excuses where I don't have this, I don't have that. You're trying to build a business. Guess what? Businesses take money. Crazy. Fascinating. Amazing information you guys are getting tonight. But businesses actually cost. Well, if you aren't going to invest in yourself, and we're going to dive into this more, but if you don't invest in yourself, how do you ever expect anyone to invest in you? What do you think, Blaine? Is that a question we should be asking?
I completely agree. And we see it all the time. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. Well, we have figured out a no excuse system that can make you money. It's then from there what you choose to do with that money that's going to make the difference. So there's no reason not to, and we talk about it all the time, invest in yourself, invest in your business. If you're doing videos, at some point, you're going to want to invest in a microphone.
Don't be like me and use a gaming microphone.
Yeah, I'm pretty
It
sure
picks
she's
all the
using a
noise.
Rockstar
Rockstar,
microphone.
yeah, or Guitar Hero
It is.
microphone.
Guitar
It is.
Hero or one of them things.
It is. It's a Guitar Hero.
It's a Guitar Hero. Wow. It's pretty epic. But you've made the decision to invest in some. And now, Blue Yetis they're not the most expensive microphones on the planet, but they're not like $1. It's a little bit of an investment. So just like Blaine said, if you're expecting to do this and we're all talking about content creation, and if you want to do videos, you're probably going to do a lot of talking head videos. It's at the start of it, and the talking head videos, it's basically you, the camera, and a microphone. No, you can maybe get some backdrops here and there, but generally it's you, the camera, and the microphone. So the microphone plays a vital part in your presentation. Now, no one again is expecting you to become Gary Vaynerchuk overnight with the content creation. But you know what? You can be the best version of yourself by spending a little bit of money on a decent microphone. And this is just we're just using this because Eliana just mentioned that she purchased this mic. But this goes across the board with anything. I suck at graphic design, but I know I need to make designs to be better. Okay, maybe you should look at Canva Pro. $12 a month gets you access to a whole bunch of fancy clip art and free to use content until you're blue in the face.
It's another addiction.
Yeah, what else? But let's throw some stuff out there, because we're all saying that we want to be entrepreneurs, we want to build businesses, we know how important content marketing is. So what are some tools that we should be looking at as content marketers? Maybe microphone for sure, Canva.
The camera. My first videos were only on my phone until I bought a more decent.
Didn't I buy you a camera?
Yeah, you bought my camera, so thank you, Blaine.
I'm pretty sure I bought Eliana the camera.
So
much longer, and I ended up buying her a microphone.
Yeah, but I got something. that I'm just throwing ideas out here to give people. Sorry, go ahead.
I subscribe to Screencast to do the.
Yeah, Restream, just like Chris said, is an awesome service for sure. One of the things that a lot of people say in online business is you need to learn how to write better ads, better emails, better ad copy. So why not invest in a creative writing course, or do some studies, find some YouTube videos that will help you get better at writing. We have an entire section inside of CTP that talks about drafting emails, push versus pull. Build yourself up so you're the best version of yourself, so that when someone comes across your content, they're not sitting there going, "Oh, look at this schmuck." Like, well, they're trying to do what? Like make $1 million overnight? Well, it's not going to happen. Invest in yourself. You do not need to be perfect. Like Blaine has always said, you're going to suck at the start. It's okay. But if we at least give a presentation of a little bit of quality to it with the tools we're using, I think that attracts a lot more business.
Here's another tool.
Content. Read books. Yeah. Well,
Another Canva offers all kinds of classes on how to build different things.
Yes.
And that's just investing time in yourself to learn how to do all that stuff. So Canva's great if you know how to use it. If you're just throwing together stuff, it's not really that great. So you have to invest in and figure out how to learn these things. And Canva's got all kinds of free videos to show you how to learn or show you how to build graphics properly.
Well, Grammarly is important for me. It's another tool to make my writing better, since English is not my first language. So Grammarly is important.
You know one more language than I do, so I can't even speak English properly. So yeah. But what are some other things? What else could we suggest to people, tools wise, to really help them get better at content creation, business building? Because again, this comes from the excuses of I don't have enough this, I don't have enough that, I don't have this, I don't have that. We all have shortcomings. We all have things that we don't have enough of. I don't have enough money. I'd love a lot more money. Everyone would. But
that's something that I was talking about with the inner circle today. And it's something that we do. It's called a 10% fund. And it's the same thing that you learned from your dad back in the 50s. Take 10% of your paycheck, put it into savings.
Richest Man in Babylon, man. Yep.
What's that?
Mm-hmm. Richest Man in Babylon, the book. Yep, that's where the 10%.
But take 10% of everything that you're earning, whether it's through content creation, curation, commenting, all that stuff. Raymond, you're going to get blocked is what's going to happen.
Oh boy.
But take 10% of those earnings and put them into a separate account. So they're always separate. And then that way you can have a little bit of extra money when it comes time for you to buy this thing or get that thing set up, or I need a logo designed, or I need to buy Canva Pro or I need
Mm.
to pay for my upgrade in listeners. You can take that 10% fund and use that for those things.
How
That's what
important
I
is
would
that?
do.
I mean, that's something Blaine and I like literally set up on day one, and we both agreed. We said just to have it, and it's it's 10%. You don't even think about it, right? And you just kind of you put it in a fund. I don't know, man. I mean, I can't think of how many times we've used it and to purchase things that we've needed.
Oh yeah, we use it all the time because
Yeah,
it'll randomly come up. We need a video. Hey, we need a logo for this. Hey, we got
right.
to get this domain. Hey, we need 300 Hive to start this CTP tips thing.
Ah, yes,
It
yes,
comes up
yes,
all the
yes.
time, and that's why we have it there. It's just set aside so that we can use it at any point for whatever we need.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. So if I put a gun to your head and I said, give me the one tip you would tell people, and I'll go to both of you. The one tip you would tell people they need to do this to be better at affiliate marketing, at like when it comes to like something to purchase, something to invest in, what would be the one thing you would suggest to people new and experienced? Blaine.
Set
What?
time. I would say to set time out of your day to learn something,
I was
because the
going into
more you learn,
Mhm.
the better you're going to be in the long term. So take time every single day, whether it's 30 minutes, whether it's an hour, 2 hours, whatever, to learn something towards your passion, whatever it may be.
Mhm.
That's what I would do. That's the
Very
number
good.
numero uno.
That's really important. I mean, I think I even wrote about it, years ago in Plus One, where it was like, everyone has 1,440 minutes a day. You know, that's what we have. We don't have a minute more. So if we take 30 minutes of that and invest in our learning, in our education, our skill set, imagine where we're going to be in a year from now. Like here I'm just going to do the quick math. That's 10. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. It's not 10,000 hours, but it's almost 11,000 minutes of learning a year. 30 minutes a day. Almost 11,000 minutes of learning on a specific subject. Imagine where you'll be in a year from now. So, Eliana, what would be your number one tip for noobs and experienced?
well, since playing took time, I have to pick another one. Maybe uh, a mentor of a group or a group like a community and seek for some kind of guidance or support. So I think on your own, you are on your own.
Hmm.
Literally, no. My mind blocked now.
No, it's
If
great.
you are on your own, it it's okay at some point. But if you are in a group of people with some support, the things are much easier, I think.
Hmm. Especially
I
here,
like
it's
that. I would use a support group too.
the I got to again. If you guys follow me, I brought one of my best friends on the planet over to Hive this week, and the one thing he's been saying to me over and over again throughout this entire week has been he can't believe how supportive the community or the group is on Hive, rather than him posting a picture of his dog on Facebook. I mean, you get little likes and stuff, but generally social media is pretty toxic. It's pretty, like, I stand for this, and if you don't agree with me, you're a piece of crap. That's basically what social media has become. Hive is a lot different. So what Eliana
Mm.
said is bang on. Find the community, find the mentorship group, find the like-minded individuals that you can plug into, especially on Hive, because this community will support you. Like, holy moly, donut shop, people will support you here. It's just, if you're looking for fights, I mean, just stick to Twitter, I guess. I mean, or go fight on Facebook.
I do believe that I wouldn't be what I am today if it wasn't for the community. I wouldn't be here talking, especially this, if it wasn't for the support of the community.
So you're saying Blaine made you get out of your comfort shell a little.
as well. Yeah.
That's the great thing when I interact with people is one of two things happens. One or two.
Yep.
One, they shell up and they stop talking to me and they
And they
go away
hate you.
and they
Yes.
hate me
Yeah.
and they just despise me because they think I'm just out to get them and they think that everything that I say is against them, blah, blah, blah. Or number two, they listen to my words and they take action on it. And that's what Eliana did. And look at
I
where
might
she's at.
say screw you, but I
Yeah,
keep
that's
doing
fine.
things anyway.
And I tell people all the time, if you don't like what I have to
you're
say,
you're
one,
paid,
prove me
but I'll do
wrong,
it
or
anyway.
two, don't interact.
Yeah. One of my really good friends in the whole internet marketing space famously said that you got to put yourself out there so much that they either can't stand you and block you, or they end up doing business with you. And I think that there's obviously you want to be tactful with it. Don't go out and be a prick, but you want to be out there in front of people. Well, yeah, except for Blaine, right? We spoke about this yesterday in the mastermind group about how consistency really is the superpower. How it's it's one thing to say, oh, I'm going to do this, and then 2 weeks later, are you still as fired up? And we see this a lot in this business where people just totally flip flop. They're gung ho, they're gung ho, they're gung ho, and then they disappear for a month. Then they come back, they're gung ho, they're gung ho. That literally that would be my one thing. Blaine said spend 30 minutes to learn about it. Eliana said get into something, a community, and really get mentored and be a part of something bigger than you. I would say don't give up. Stop stopping. Because that's probably one of the biggest stumbling blocks I've seen over the 2 decades I've been doing business online is that people are all excited, really, really excited. I'm back, baby. I'm here. I'm excited. I'm here. And it's just like literally when people tell me that, I kind of do this. Okay, we'll see. Because everyone says that. Very few do it. You want the superpower, be consistent. And that doesn't
Yeah, we see it all
require
the time with
Oh,
I'm back. I'm never going away again. All right, cool.
cool. Yeah.
Do it.
That's the reaction, literally. Good to hear it. I wish I'm here to help you, but
We were here when you left. We were here when you came back.
It's
I used
funny
to call
see.
that. Remember, I used to call that. What was it?
It's
TIBA,
sad.
Traffic Exchange Brand Awareness.
Oh dear.
Oh wow, we're going back. Anyways, we won't go into TE history. Let's talk about it because we did discuss it. We made a blog post yesterday. We announced the new feature. Hive tips. I was going to say Hive tips. Jeez, look at me.
We started Hive Tips.
We started Hive tips. Hive tips doesn't exist anymore. I wish it did. It was great. And the developers of that I don't know what happened to them. Anyways, let's get going. CTP Tips was created actually because of some conversations that happened within the community. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, nugget, nugget. Be active in front of people and amazing things happen. But Blaine, do you want to dive into what got us fired up and why we did what we did?
Yeah, of course. So there was a post written on Hive, and John sent it to me and Eliana, and was like, "Check this out." And I read it, and the post was by Charletta, and I read it, and I was like, "Okay, well let me throw my 2 cents in there." And we talked about all the tipping bots on Hive Engine, all the tokens, the pizza, the alive, the this, the that, the these, the those. And basically my point of view was that it's a tip, it's fine. The problem is you are basically selling your post for fractions of a penny to allow these people to advertise their stuff on your post, which to me is kind of like spammy in a bit. And a lot of people are like, I love the tips. But to me, I'm like, is it worth it to sell my post for that little bitty amount? Why not sell it for $20 and let somebody advertise on it, right? $30, $40, $50, whatever. But fractions of a penny, I didn't like that. So, like, I like the tips, but I don't like the sleazy marketing from 2005, like the forum signature marketing type things. right? So because of that, we decided we're going to create our own tipping bot. And there's no advertisement, there's no reply to your thing saying, hey, you tipped a whole bunch of fractions of a penny, blah, 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 blah. None of that. It's simple. You just use exclamation CTP in all caps in whatever comment you want to put on somebody's post. I would recommend you create a comment that, engages with the content creator,
Right.
and then put that exclamation CTP instead of just great post exclamation CTP. Don't do that. That's bad. And then, the tip gets sent automatically. They can see it in their Hive Engine wallet, or you can see it on PeakD when you click on Hive Engine, and it's from CTP Tips. You received a tip of this much from this person. Stupid simple.
Yep. There was a couple things we noticed since it launched. I mean, it's been give or take 24 hours now since we launched. So a few things I noticed. One thing Blaine just did, make sure it's capital letters, CTP. That's a few people tried to tip, and they used lowercase. So it's got to be capital. So exclamation point CTP. The second thing I noticed is that a lot of people were testing it out by tipping a post from CTP Tips. CTP Tips obviously does not tip CTP Tips. That's kind of a redundant system then, and so we appreciate everyone testing it out. But if you tried it out and you didn't really notice anything, tip someone else. And the way you can check if it worked, and it does work, we've made sure of it. But you go to, just like Blaine said, go to PeakD, click on Wallet, click on Hive Engine Wallet, and you'll be able to see where you sent it and who you sent it to. You can also go to the Hive Engine wallet of CTP Tips itself, and you can see the stream of where it got sent as well, because the CTP Tips account sends it out to people. So the other thing I wanted to get from the horse's mouth, because it's very important that we have all this stuff out there on the blockchain so people can always reference it. Remember, spend 30 minutes a day of learning things. So hopefully people are watching this and learning about things. The biggest question I got was the stake and if you have it delegated to someone else. So first of all, if you sent CTP to listeners to get delegated, that doesn't count because that's going to listeners. But the question is, if I've got 100,000 CTP power and I delegate 50,000 CTP power to Blaine, what does that count as for my CTP Tips?
All right, so let's get it all explained.
Yes.
First, the listeners thing. Hive Engine is a layer 2. Splinterlands is a layer 2. Listnerds is also a layer 2. So you've got all these different layer 2s underneath the Hive blockchain. So if you transfer out of Hive Engine, TribalDex, LeoDex, all of the centralized pieces within the main layer 2, if you transfer out of that to Splinterlands, to listeners, it is no longer inside of that piece of layer 2. It's on a different layer 2. So anything you transfer out to listeners or to Splinterlands, blah, 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 just for an example, those won't count. It has to be staked via one of the decentralized exchanges, whether it be LeoDex, Hive Exchange, TribalDex. I'm sure there's 15 others at this point. It has to be staked there. Now, your stake is your stake. It does not matter if you have delegated it out. It does matter if you think that you are increasing your stake by receiving delegations. Your stake is your stake, period. So if you have 100,000 and you delegate out 50,000 for the tipping bot, you have 100,000. That is your stake. If you have 50 and have received delegations of 100,000, you have 50. That's it.
Right. Perfect. So the only thing people need to note is, because this was the biggest question, was the listeners thing. Listeners, when you take those CTP tokens, you're actually taking them off layer 2 and sending them to something separate. So it doesn't count as a delegation. Now, if you want to take them back, you take them back, and you have the way listeners is set up. You can go read the white paper. You get it back, no problem. That's not the issue. But the issue is that a lot of people were like, okay, how do we do this? So let's talk about the levels. So the minimum amount of CTP that you need delegated to access the bot. So this bot, you can tip people up to 10 times a day. We'll work on, giving more information, to keep track of things and stuff like that. I'm going to bug Blaine about it. Don't worry. He loves when I
Let's
bug him about things.
so before we get into the levels, let's talk about how this thing is funded, right?
Okay.
So the majority of bots that I've seen are funded by the token owner issuing tokens to that account. Our bot is not that way. What we did was we took 300 Hive and we transferred it to the CTP Tips account and bought a bunch of CTP. So we bought like 6,000 CTP or so. And then we all three delegated CTP to that account. So we staked half of that 6,000-ish, and then half of it's used for rewards for the first 7 days. That account is now curating content and upvoting all of the best CTP content out there. And in 7 days, it's going to start to receive rewards. And the rewards that it receives versus the numbers of votes per day for the last 7 days and the amount that it's paid out is going to tell us how much we can increase the vote. So right now, the vote levels are set fairly low. Our goal is to increase them steadily over time based on the received curation rewards from that account. So it's a self-sustaining account. We're not issuing tokens to it. We're not doing anything that could potentially crash the market with the CTP, right? So we're using everything that's already there and buying tokens that are already out there to start this thing going.
That's really important, and Chim did a really good post about that, about the tipping bot this morning, and that's what he mentioned, is that a lot of the tipping bots, they first of all, most of them, the only use case they have is that they're a tipping bot. So the CTP tip is completely different because it's actually a community token, so we're plugging right into it. There's tons of use case. In the past couple of months alone, we've put use case to CTP for listeners. Now we've got the tipping bot. There's obviously the CTP talk and all the curation and tons of use case for it. But what Blaine just mentioned there, I think, is really important for people to note, that it's not being funded. We're not issuing tokens to the CTP tipping bot. They're all being purchased. We took from our little 10% lovey-dovey little fund that we have, and Blaine put the question to Eliane and myself, we should use this for to fund it? Absolutely. Let's do it. So we took, it was like 300 Hive or something like that, and we bought a whole bunch of CTP yesterday. We bought it all off the market. We put it into the tipping bot. So 24 hours ago, what did we send? 25, it says, CTP so far. So it's good for
yeah, so I can grab the numbers real quick. So we've sent 86 tips total. And then give me a second. I have to do math.
Math is always awesome.
Math is awesome. Quick maths.
Oh, 26.25 CTP have been sent.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. Perfect. So let me actually share this. I just want to just so we have it, and I'm just gonna put this up on screen. Let me just share the screen here, just so you guys see. This is on Peak D, so it's a little. I should be putting it on CTP Talk, huh? But that is the schedule right now. Like Blaine said,
can you zoom in on it?
No. How the hell do you do that? I know you can do that. I don't know.
Control and scroll.
You don't know how to zoom on a Mac?
No, I don't. Zoom in here.
Control scroll.
Control. I don't even know. I know there's a shortcut to it, but yeah. Is that better?
Blame
that better?
Keep going. Make it big.
More.
Apple key and plus.
Is it Apple key and plus? You've already, yeah. Okay, that's good. Apple key and plus. Thank you, Chris.
Well, we can see it, but can everybody else see it?
Can you guys all see it? I'm sure they can. It's got to be pretty clear. I mean, I'll do one more zoom in just for you, buddy.
I'll check Vim.
There we go.
Sure.
I just zoomed to like 3,000% usually.
Yes. Well, Chris says he can see it. Chris is awesome. So Chris is a Mac fanboy like I am. So here's how much CTP staked you would need to use the tipping bot. Like anyone can use it as long as they have 100 CTP staked. 100 CTP staked, not a ton. It's a couple of Hive right now, give or take. But like Blaine and Eliana and I have said numerous times, this is the no excuse tribe on Hive. So if you want to get some CTP, just use the tag, use the front end, talk to us, come and network with the community. We will upvote your posts. We will engage with you. You'll get 100 CTP pretty quick.
Or
Then,
spend the $2 it takes to get
or
100.
spend the $2 and buy, or $1.80 or whatever it is right now, and
It's a
buy the
matter of balance and choices.
balance and choices. Yes, absolutely. So 100 stake CTP gets you 10% of a CTP every time you doesn't get you, but you're allowed. You can give out 10% of a CTP token 10 times a day for a full CTP. 1,000 CTP stake gets you 20% of a CTP you can give out. 5,000 gets you 0.25. 10,000 gets you 0.30. 50,000 gets you 0.40. And then some of you awesome sauce people are already there, but over 100,000 CTP stake gets you the ability to send a half a CTP every single tip. So not too shabby. And we'll adjust these numbers to make sure that everything is sustainable. But that is really what we're at right now, and pretty cool. It's exciting to see how this has gone so far. 24 hours in, Blaine.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's working fairly smoothly. And like Chris said, is anyone else impressed with how fast Blaine built that tipping bot? Yeah, I mean, it's really easy. You just create a
Magic.
parser, and then you look through the comments for that tag, and then anything that's got it, find the parent author, and then reward him. It's simple. So
yeah, he did bang that out pretty quick though, because it was like, oh, this is pissing me off. Okay, I'm going to build it, and it was done for 5 o'clock.
So anger fuels a lot of people, and it helps me. And when I'm not angry, I just blast death metal to help me.
Perfect.
So
that gets you angry, though, I'm assuming. No?
Not really. I'm used to it at this point.
Guar or wasp?
Wasp.
I couldn't even. Yeah. Okay. I shot you there, didn't I? Huh? You didn't think I knew some of that, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Not bad. Hulk smash, exactly, Chris. Yeah. So again, another use case for the token. We're continuing. I know the timeline for the CTP tribe, the CTP token, has been stretched out, but this is how we do things. We are slow and steady. We're stubborn about this. We literally continue to show up every day and build. And it goes back to almost those 3 superpowers that we just talked about, right? Like investing 30 minutes of your day into learning things. Look what Blaine did, investing 30 minutes of his day to learn the code. Investing some time in getting into the community and investing in the community and mentorship. Look at Eliana now. And then me saying, stopping. Do that. And buy our stuff.
Buy our stuff. Buy listeners tokens. Buy CTP tokens. Buy index tokens. They're going to help you the best in the long term as we continue to build. And yeah, we're slow and steady, but everything that we do, we want it to be as good as it can possibly be. So,
you know what's amazing to me, and some of you investor types will get read some of the comments, and we mentioned that we were doing a whole bunch of stuff a couple of weeks ago, and people are like, okay, well, I'll wait till CTP dips or something like that. Like there was a couple comments on the post today where it's like, oh, I was going to get into CTP, but it exploded, and now I got to wait for it to come back down. It's like, bro, like,
good luck.
Pull the trigger. It's just like, especially the people in the comments on the CTP tips post. I read it and I'm just like, look, this is not saying CTP is going to $10. We're not saying that, but we are extreme fanboys and fangirls of showing up every day and adding value. And if you believe in that method of doing business, you'll know that God willing we'll be here in a year from now and 2 years from now. And the CTP token will still be here and people will still be, and we'll come up with ways for you guys to earn from this, to touring this, and to just have a what's the APR right now? Did you say, Blaine, on listeners if you stake it in CTP? Was it 30%? You said yesterday.
We're sitting around 30% normally. So
we will continue to find ways to maximize it for you.
What is 30%. So 60% of that goes to active, and then 40% goes to passive. So it's like 20-10, 20%, 10%.
Beautiful. We love it. We love it. So hopefully this was of value to you guys. Obviously, Monday night we had a massive crowd. Tonight's a pretty good crowd as well. So great that you guys decided to come by to the live stream. If there's anything you need, please use those comments, guys, because we can tip you now. Okay? I can only use 10. That's what kills me. I can only use 10. I want to give 100 out. Hey, Mr. Developer.
So
No?
what we're waiting on right now is we're waiting on the curation to kick in, the curation rewards.
Right.
So once those kick in, then we can figure out the best method of moving forward, whether it's increasing the amount per tip or the amount of tips that each person can do.
Right.
So right now we got a good baseline, and then we can only go up from there. So
Yep. Perfect. Yep. So the next week will be pretty exciting here. So go out there and use that.
Create
you know,
more.
use
So the account can curate more.
Yes, create more so we can curate more. We're out there all the time. I have like 5 accounts that I upvote. Blaine automates it because Blaine's smart. I'm an idiot. I don't automate. I do everything
I
manually.
barely take care of one.
You got a sizable account though, Eliana. You can get out there and upvote the upvotes.
Number 3 on the rich list. I was checking the rich list now.
Who's number 1? Is Blaine number 1 or no?
Listeners.
Listeners. Yeah, but listeners doesn't own that, right? Or they
it's a different layer.
yes, no.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yes.
So
Cool.
cruising is at the top, which is not bad. I prefer.
I've gone
them at
down
the
on the
top.
rich list because I transferred a lot over to listeners, and that's fine. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah, even so, I kept
Yeah,
my post. So 3rd position is not too bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
I just want to be
There you
number
go.
1 on the
Guys.
rich list for CTP inside listeners.
No.
I've already
Oh,
started
no.
on staking 25,000, so it'll be shipped over
Shit.
shortly.
I have to unstake now.
I'll get there. Don't worry.
Catch me.
Catch me if you can. Guys, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Hope it was of value to you. Get in there, get your hands dirty, get your feet wet, learn this stuff. You will be very grateful for that. 10 minutes from now, Chris is up. He's doing a session. I think it's listener stuff. It might not be. It might be Splinterland stuff. Not sure, but Chris is there. Give him a follow. Succeed with Chris right there inside of YouTube. And we will see you guys on Monday.
Before we go, just to recap, 10% fund, use it, do it, have it. Invest in yourself, both time and money. Invest in your business, both time and money. Send CTP tips.
That's your homework for the weekend, guys.
Buy CTP, buy listeners, buy everything.
Yeah, buy our stuff. Buy CTP that we don't make anything from, but